Live, welcome to World Hypnosis News. Jim Kellner is on his way, is in his car as we speak. That in itself is breaking news. So he's on his way. It's been a day for cars today. I had my car in the garage today, so it was a bit of some drama, but it's all good fun. So Jim shows me he's going to be with us very, very quickly. So I'm not going to go into the topics just yet. We are going to put the timer on. Just for look at that for timing. We've normally put 20 minutes on the show, and we're going to do that right now. There was 20 minutes countdown right there, and as if by magic, here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. It is Jim Kellner. Jim, how are you?
Fantastic, thanks.
I'll let you come on screen now. There we go.
Fantastic, thanks for letting me join you.
Yeah. It's
perfect timing.
Yeah, so you're stuck in traffic?
Yeah, stuck in traffic. Stressful.
Yeah. So we are live on YouTube, Facebook on the World Hypnosis News, but we're also on TikTok as well. I've gone live on my TikTok. What's your TikTok handle, Jim Kellner, for anyone that is watching on TikTok that wants to join you?
Jim Kellner.
So again, Jim, you glitched them for a second.
Jim Kellner, hypnotist.
Jim Kellner, hypnotist.
Yes.
So do check out Jim Kellner, hypnotist as well. If you've got any hypnosis questions, drop them in the chat as well. I know my battery's running a bit low on my phone, but hey ho. I can see you just catching up to speed there, Jim.
I am.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Hasten to say the car came back.
I'm live on.
The car came back scratch free.
Oh,
brilliant.
Fantastic.
Yes.
For that.
Yes. Right. What are you on? Are you on Instagram or TikTok?
I'm on Instagram.
Brilliant. So there we go. So Jim is on his Instagram. I'm on my TikTok, and we're both on World Hypnosis News. So we've got a fantastic lineup in today's show. So quite an interesting one actually.
Okay.
Tell us about it, Jim. No. So actually, we've been filming videos most of this week actually. So it's like every night this week we've been chatting, which is great. Usually we go through different bits and bobs of what's going on in the world of hypnosis. First thing on the list is the European Society of Hypnosis. This is a conference that I had never heard of.
Oh, wow. Yeah, me neither.
Exactly. Now, it's in October. It's coming up in October next year. But it's very much the medical side of hypnosis. They've got a congress in Istanbul, of all places.
Oh, I would love to have gone to that.
Exactly. So it's that's why I kind of thought, you know what, mention it now for the people that are on our circuit that aren't on this circuit. Because again, this is not a conference I have heard of anybody that I know within the industry kind of speaking at, which is bizarre. And this is, if I'm right in thinking this as well, this is not just like the first one they've done it. They've got it in Roman numerals, so it's XV5. So that's the 16th European Society of Hypnosis conference.
16th. So tell me, how did you find it? I
put a lot of time and effort into this, into the research. So I have the team going out, working hard. At Google.
And I tracked it down. Good.
Google,
I wasn't sure if maybe Richard Cole jumped on to help out, or maybe Michael maybe jumped in and he said did some research, or nobody, just us.
No. I mean, it's weird once you kind of dig past the usual suspects when it comes to hypnosis conferences. Again, looking for something a little bit further afield. And when I saw the European Society of Hypnosis, I thought, it's got to be a good one. And when I saw it was in Istanbul, I'm like, it's warm. All these conferences I seem to be going to are in cold places. So to get to where there's one that's warm is brilliant. And it's highbrow stuff. There's no bending spoons at this one. Not there's anything wrong with the spoon bending stuff.
No offense to the spoon benders.
No offense to the spoon benders, but maybe try a fork.
Maybe try a fork.
But no, it looks a very serious conference, which is great, which is what we need really.
And so that was in October, huh? So I mean, good time
no,
to get maybe.
it's coming up in October 2023.
So if you're out there like me, I'm thinking I need to go and check this out, see if I could be a presenter, attend it. I mean,
Yeah.
are they always in Istanbul? Did you see that or?
From what I see on here, yeah, I
I
think
guess I
so.
could click on it too. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
On my
there's
list for next year.
registration information on there. The conference is going to be in English, so that will definitely help both me and you,
Yes.
Jim.
Right. Yep.
English and Turkish,
Fantastic.
with a translation service optional.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the European Society of Hypnosis, Istanbul. It's hybrid as well, so there is on-site, face-to-face, as well as the virtual options as. You know what I mean? So that's a. There we go. How good is this? We're
Yeah.
actually serious this week.
People are finding things out that they never would have found out otherwise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the news, here's an interesting article. Now, this particular article I found to be a bit. It's not anti-stage hypnosis, but anti-entertainment hypnosis a little bit. And it's the article is about the TV program You're Back in the Room.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you click on the article, it's quite interesting, but you can see that they are, you know, they're very much these people would do this stuff anyway. And they cite a couple of scientific research papers in there where, you know, people would have still done these tests and experiments, whether they were hypnotized or not. And the article is basically saying on the back of the TV program, don't judge hypnosis on the TV program. Hypnosis is far more serious than that, and it can be used in therapeutic approaches, which is the usual thing that hypnotherapists bring out the bag when there's a new TV program about stage hypnosis. So it's a great thing. But what was great with that is that actually led me to the research article later on, which I found is absolutely a fascinating read. So I mean, in the news is one thing, the research one, I'd highly recommend anyone into hypnosis to have a read of that as well. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, what is your take on that? Would people do those things anyway?
I think I had one of my favorite volunteers from a show that I do locally here. He auditioned for that particular show, You're Back in the Room. It went down to London, went through the first stage of auditions where they hypnotize them and make them do silly things. He then came to another show after he'd gone through the audition process and volunteered for the show again. And he's one of those, you know, those somnambulists that are just brilliant.
Oh God, I love them.
Just one of the best. Yeah. There's a routine I did with him years ago, and some people still talk about it now. It's the infamy. They stop me in the streets talking about it all. But I made him what was a horny penguin, which is a fantastic. It was a big guy, so to see him waddling around was brilliant. Exactly. It was a stage hypnotist's dream. After the show the second time, he's gone, I don't know if I would be able to be hypnotized again because I went down to there and they said I wasn't deep enough into hypnosis. So what level they were asking for in that program, I don't know. But I do believe when you audition for a TV program, you know in the back of your mind that you're on a TV program. So you know you're safe, you know there's all sorts of stuff. So I know there's talk about can you get someone to kill someone with hypnosis? And Darren Brown's done it on a TV program. And I think Tom Silver did it, or, you know, there's a few programs done with that. But I believe that those people know they're on a TV program. And that's what it kind of mentions in the article, that a similar thing, that there was 2 tests done of two groups of people. One group were hypnotized, one group were told to fake being hypnotized, and both of them did the things. And the ones that faked it afterwards said, I just did it knowing I was going to be on TV or knowing that I was in a safe environment. But I don't think that means that hypnosis is fake. I just think like when it becomes in the TV environment, it just makes it more difficult. So yeah, we got a few people. Yes, I am good. A couple of people questioned on the TikTok. That's showing my age then.
Oh, good.
So I thought it was quite interesting. And again, stage hypnosis always gets a bit of a bad rap in the media when it comes to, and I find, I don't know what you think, Jim, I tend to think that behind it, there's always a hypnotherapist somewhere that's kind of going, that's not really what hypnosis is. What we do is really what hypnosis is. So,
well, I get it. I mean, it can be frustrating, when people have these expectations, they think, they see one of us, turn somebody into a horny penguin, right?
Yeah.
And so they think, wow, can you make me, can you just snap my fingers and I'll quit smoking or lose 50 pounds or whatever? And it's more complicated in hypnotherapeutic environment. For instance, if Grant didn't take the suggestion off, the guy's not going to spend the next 3 months thinking he's a horny, penguin. So it doesn't stick with you, things like that. So.
Yeah. I had an interesting conversation with someone afterwards when they went, what if you do leave the suggestion in? Are they going to be walking around the local supermarket thinking they're a horny penguin? Or if the song comes on and they're going to think that the monkey's picking fleas? And my belief is, I don't think that would happen. They know they're in that environment. But what I think happens is it causes them anxiety, because they know that they should be following a suggestion and don't. And I think that's where it comes from. They don't necessarily start thinking they're a monkey swinging from the trees, but they do then kind of go, oh, I've got this feeling of anxiety that I should be doing something that I'm not. So that's my thought.
We actually, well, and also, we actually see that on stage anyway, when you give somebody a suggestion and you can tell they're conflicted, they're like, I don't want to do it, but I'm kind of, it's a weird thing, because you can see that they're fighting it, and it does cause, I think, some anxiety there for them.
Yeah, I prefer suggestions where the volunteer has to fight with the suggestion a bit. I think it makes it look more authentic when people can see the struggle with it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Training wise, we've got there's some great training coming up in the US the next year, and
I've heard,
in Thailand. But I've just got this one coming up in January, which is the American Hypnosis and Coaching Academy. Again, not one I am over familiar with, being a Brit, but they start their coaching in January, which is it looks really nice. They've got a Swish website. Inspire, motivate, and change lives. Learn how. We create successful coaches and hypnotists who build their business and distinguish themselves amongst their peers by making greater money and impact.
Wow.
So
that's awesome. I've never heard of it. I think the thing is we got to start clicking past the first 2 pages of Google, I guess, huh? And more stuff starts showing up. It's funny, people don't know how many conferences there are. They just don't realize it. Yeah, there's surely something in your backyard, folks.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that one at? Did you say where?
This is, let's have a look again. That is, start showing it. Where are they based? They are based in, call for a free consultation. Mount Pleasant, SC. I don't know what SC is.
South Carolina.
Yeah, that sounds warm again as well.
Does sound warm, indeed.
Yeah. Maybe that should be our criteria for speaking at conferences, Jim. Is it warm?
Is it warm? Exactly.
Is it warm?
The new criteria. That's right.
New criteria. Yeah,
so
exactly.
We see somebody needs to start setting these up for like December, January, February, March in the warmer environments. Like we got, Hawaii, wherever
Hawaii.
else. Yeah.
Why is there not a Hawaii hypnosis conference?
Why isn't there?
Why isn't there?
Kelder and Saunders presents.
Exactly. Yeah, you heard it here first. The Hawaii. I mean, it even works. The Hawaii hypnosis hangout.
Hangout.
Yeah.
Oh, even better, because it's more laid back there. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, we mentioned the research earlier, and look at that. I love an old 1950s/60s black and white photo. Nothing says hypnosis research. Now, this was basically the CIA thought Russia was using hypnosis. Bear in mind, I'm sure I've just put myself on a list by saying the CIA and Russia and hypnosis all at the same time.
Exactly.
TikTok is just shut down. So basically, the CIA went to Australia and did some work with an Australian hypnotist who was a stage hypnotist as well, by all accounts. And they did lots of research on the the darker side of the mind control element of hypnosis.
Oh,
It's a really fascinating read. Now, I love some of the there's some declassified CIA documents about mind control and hypnosis that have recently just come out, and this is part of that. This is what happened in Australia, and there's some really great points in there about, again, exactly that, getting people to be hypnotized and using it in more nefarious ways. And so, yeah,
yeah,
I would definitely say it's worth a read for anybody. And again, it's not something you hear of, especially in Australia.
yeah.
So yeah, I think that's it. If you've got a spare, it's not a heavy read, but if you have got a spare few minutes, it's definitely worth a read. Because back then, that's when money was thrown into hypnosis. You know, when we
Yeah.
were in that Cold War with Russia, and we thought that they may
Right.
have more stuff than what we've got. So
Right.
yeah, I think
Exactly. It was kind of a heyday too. I mean, as far as that's when Ellman was around, and when Erickson. I mean, I'm sure maybe probably in 70 years people are going to talk about talk about Kellner and Saunders. But we as the leaders in this time at this time, but they just seem like kind of larger than life characters.
yeah. I mean, I would love.
Doesn't make any sense.
I say I would love that, but to get that call from your agent when they go, the CIA want to have a word with you, I'd be like,
Right.
no,
Nope.
I'm not. I am not in.
No.
Bring Jim Kellner.
Right. Exactly. I got somebody I could send you. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple of people.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it's fascinating with that. And again, now that it's like 50 years have passed or whatever, now that these files are becoming declassified, that's genuine research into the mind control and hypnosis and suggestion that we can benefit from learning from. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, and all those years of study and hypnosis and everything can all culminate into one single point, which would be the new, I don't know if you've heard about it, Jim, the new Hypnosis Hero app.
What?
There's a Hypnosis Hero
That
app.
sounds amazing.
It
What?
looks amazing.
Wow.
There we go. So that's I believe you've got some more information on this than what I may have, but this is an app for hypnosis.
You know what? You're already a hypnotist, probably, if you're watching this, so it's probably of no interest to you. But I got to tell you, if you're not a hypnotist, go check it out. Hypnosis Hero. I got a bunch of different recordings on there. Love for you to check it out. And if you're out there, you're a hypnotist, you got to start. If you're not doing this, start making stuff that's going to make you stand out.
Yeah.
Write a book or do a course, do an app, get on a TV show, something.
Yeah. A friend of mine, Christopher Caress, great guy. He's the one that kind of got me onto cruises. Sorry for saying that, because now everyone's just going to email Chris. But he had an app made a couple of years ago, actually, and it's just got such a great name as well. And his hypnosis app is called Appnosis.
Ah, brilliant.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
really
know.
good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah, makes me sick. So good.
I know.
I love Hypnosis Hero, but yeah, Appnosis. Yeah, that's a winner right there.
Yeah. I know. Bless him.
Good job.
But no, I love the look at this. I mean, I'll be downloading this simply because I want to steal ideas.
Exactly. We should all be stealing ideas.
Exactly. And whilst we're promoting stuff as well, on Sunday, we have got Grant Talks Funny Bits, which is where I talk to various stage hypnotists from around the world. And this week, we have got a good friend of yours, actually, Jim.
Who's that?
See if you can guess. It's from Malta.
Andrew.
Yes. So he's got a show coming up. He's got a show coming up in Malta, and I spoke to him earlier about coming on as well. So I think it's nice to have that. I've always liked to have that combination of people that are, well established and people that come at it from a different angle as well. So that's I'm looking forward to that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
So,
hey, are you still doing your Sunday sessions?
I'm starting them back up again. I've had a month off from them, just because I moved because of the shows being so busy. Thursday nights I ended up doing I had a regular Thursday night in Bridlington, so I moved my Grant Talks Funny Bits to the Sunday, and in my mind I thought I could do the Sunday sessions and then do the interview afterwards, and my body went, no, You can't do a hypnosis session where you're bringing people down and then have the energy to interview someone as well. And
Right.
so, yeah, but yeah, it's definitely coming back as the Sunday sessions.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, what
yeah.
are you up to out there? We would love to promote your app, your special thing that you're doing, your training, your conference, whatever it is. Shoot us a message. We love to promote other hypnotists. That's what we're all about here.
Exactly. And I do know Alex William Smith has got a fantastic stage and street training coming up in February next year. So, and I know he's like Marmite within the industry. So guys, if you've got a training coming up, let us know for next week. Otherwise, I'll be putting Alex's stuff on here as well to promote him.
Perfect.
Yeah. So there we go. And
I
look
love
at
Alex.
that. We're dead on time, which for us is amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. So yeah, do send us stuff in that you've got coming up. Any news, any interesting stories, any funny photos from your shows, anything like that you've got to promote. If you've got a workshop coming up, if you're running a workshop, let us know. We will happily promote it on here as well, and on our TikTok, and on Facebook, and on YouTube, and on Instagram. Everywhere. So yeah, so I think that's us for this week.
That's it.
That's
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Take care. Good night. God bless.